Okay, here's your part 2 video on how to write real-world expressions. So here's example 1. Anthony and his friends went to a fast food restaurant for lunch. They ordered and they ate 3 Big Macs, 2 McChicken sandwiches, and 4 large fries. Okay, a McChicken sandwich has 200 fewer calories than a Big Mac. A large fry has 50 fewer calories than a Big Mac. Write an expression that models how many calories Anthony and his friends ate during lunch. Okay, so we're going to write an expression that models how many calories that they ate. And there's 3 different things that they ate. They ate Big Macs, McChicken sandwiches, and large fries. So that means there's going to be 3 parts of my expression. So let's write this part is going to be for Big Macs. And then that's going to be added to the calories of the McChicken. I'm just going to write chicken. And that's added to the calories that they ate from the fries. Okay, so 3 different parts. Now the next part is how many of each did they eat? So they ate 3 Big Macs. So however many calories are in a Big Mac, we have to multiply it by 3 because they ate 3 Big Macs. Okay, the chicken sandwiches, they ate 2 of those. So however many calories is in 1 McChicken sandwich, we multiply it by 2 because they ate 2 of those sandwiches. And finally, with the French fries, they ate 4 large fries. So however many calories are in 1 large fry, we multiply it by 4 since they ate 4 large fries. Okay, now we figure out how many calories were in each of these things. And this is kind of the tricky part because it doesn't come out right and tell you how many calories are in each one. So let's look at what it does tell us. It says a McChicken sandwich has 200 fewer calories than a Big Mac. Okay, so let's say we don't know how many calories are in a Big Mac. So let's say M represents the calories in a Big Mac. Okay, so if there's 200 fewer calories than in a Big Mac in the chicken sandwich, that means we do the Big Mac, remember this is for the chicken one, minus 200 calories. So the Big Mac minus 200 calories is how many calories is in the chicken sandwich. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, next one it says a large fry has 50 fewer calories than a Big Mac. So once again, we take a Big Mac and we subtract 50 calories, and that's how many calories are in a large fry. So a Big Mac minus 50 calories is how many calories are in a large fry. So how many calories are in a Big Mac? Well, remember that's the thing that we don't know, so we represent that with an M. So our expression, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, would be 3M plus 2M minus 200 plus 4M minus 50. So once again, this represents the calories in a Big Mac, this represents the calories in the McChicken sandwich, and this represents the calories in the 4 large fries. Okay, so this expression is what we're looking for. Okay. Example number 2. Mateo sends approximately twice as many text messages as his mom each month, and his dad sends approximately 500 fewer text messages than Mateo each month. Write an expression that models how many text messages the family sends each month. Okay, so we're adding up how many text messages are sent in the family. And there's going to be 3 different parts of this expression. There's going to be the text that Mateo sends. There's going to be the text that his mom sends. And the text that his dad sends. That represents everybody in the family. Okay, so let's take a look at what they tell us. Mateo sends approximately twice as many text messages as his mom. Okay, so do we know how many texts his mom sends? Looking through here, it doesn't look like it. We don't know how many his mom sends. So let's say we need a variable for this. M represents number of texts by mom. Okay, so Mateo sends approximately twice as many text messages as his mom. So that would be 2 times as many as mom. 2M represents how many texts Mateo sends. Okay, how many texts does his mom send? Well, that's the one thing that we don't know, right? So we gave that a variable, M. M is the number of texts sent by mom. So there we go. That's how many texts mom sends. And then dad. It says here, his dad sends approximately 500 fewer text messages than Mateo. Okay, do we know how many texts that Mateo sends? Yeah, we do. It was 2M, right? So if dad sends 500 less than this, that means it would be 2M minus 500. Okay, so we have our 3 different parts. How many texts Mateo sends, how many mom sends, and how many dad sends. So this expression right here models the number of texts sent from this family. So now you can go ahead and move on to the homework example video to see an example of the problem you'll see from your homework assignment.